Hi, Abraham. I have a decision to make. I have been thinking of a career change and as of today have been accepted onto a 2-year course in carpentry. However, I also want to go to New Zealand and I want to go before the possibility of getting a work visa finishes at 35 years old. I'm 33 as of the 11th of June, so the day that this video will air. So happy birthday to me. My question is, how do I decide which path to take? And what would you do if you were in my position? Lastly, if I was to go to New Zealand, my partner is unable to go on a work visa because she's already 38 years old. It will be more complicated for her, and this does put us off going as a couple. So what is the correct vibrational frequency to align with to make this easier for us? Thanks.
Well, it is not possible for you to ascertain what your path of least resistance is until you have prioritized how you feel and which of those feelings matters the most to you. Again, it's a bit like what we talked about earlier, making decisions from the I know what I don't want end of the stick. In other words, if I go, my partner can't work, or she might not go. Or if I don't go, I will lose this opportunity. In other words, what end of the stick are you trying to make your decision from? What's the highest priority? Can you put the emotional guidance scale back on the screen? So, going to New Zealand, that feels like joy and freedom and passion and enthusiasm and positive expectation of that feels really good, doesn't it? So your partner not being able to go on a work visa, what does that feel like? Does that feel like worry, doubt, insecurity? So we're not intending right now to say, we've put it all together, we've figured out what all of your priorities are, we've figured out where your vibrational frequency is, and ta-da, here is what we would do if we were standing in your physical shoes. I'm not going to go there yet because you can't go there yet. In other words, we could tell you, but you can't find it. Let us see the emotional screen again. We could tell you, but you can't find it. So, of all of the things that you told us, which had the strongest feeling? When you talked about this going there, which felt the best? That's good. Hang in here with us. This is a little slow going, but we're wanting to show you how to navigate these curious waters, these back and forth, these pros and cons, pluses and minuses. How to go about that. Start by knowing that you're always looking for the path of least resistance. Not in the long run. We're not asking you to figure it all out and figure out what the path of least resistance is. We're talking about moment by moment, presenting yourself moment by moment to the field of attraction. So when you talked about going, your vibration felt good. So isolate that feeling and find thoughts that feel like that. My partner can't get a work visa. That felt terrible. So don't let that be part of your vibrational mix. Don't right now. In other words, we want you to understand you're not trying to decide whether to go to New Zealand or not. You're trying to decide how you are going to present yourself right now to the field of attraction. All of your power is now. It's not about later when you're going to go. All of your power is now. Your path of least resistance is about how you utilize your now power. Do you hook up with source energy, hook up with the energy that creates worlds, or do you deprive yourself of that as you're trying to nitpick over the pros and the cons, the pluses and the minuses, the yays and the nays of things? Can you hear what we're getting at? If you could accept that New Zealand isn't the question, what feels good right now does, then the thought of me having a work visa and going to a lovely place that I've long wanted to go, let those thoughts be in your mind, but then don't immediately challenge them with the contradictory thought that my partner can't go. But Abraham, this seems ridiculous. It seems like we have to figure it out because I don't want to go and leave her behind. Well, that thought feels terrible. What do you want? Well, I want us both to go. Well, then think that thought. That thought feels good. Both of us going. But Abraham, it doesn't feel good that she can't get a work visa. Then don't think that thought. But Abraham, we're trying to decide what to do later. No, try to decide what to do now. What thought to think now. If going to this beautiful country and getting a really good job feels good to you, then think that thought now. Let that be the thought that you think right now that causes you to present yourself to the field of attraction that will open you to all of the other possibilities. You're sort of kind of getting what we're getting at. The only thing that we want you to think about, friends, is how are you presenting yourself to the field of attraction now? How are you presenting yourself to the field of attraction now? Well, I'm worried about money. Well, that sucks. That's not a very good way to present yourself. Well, I'm worried that my partner can't go with me. Well, that feels terrible. That's not a very good way to be presenting yourself. If we were standing in your physical shoes, we would change the subject to what we could think right now that would present ourselves to the field of attraction that would then lead us to the next and the next and the next and the next and the next. If you get too far down the road, if you ask a question to which you don't have a good feeling answer, the question is not productive or helpful. If you ask a question to which you have a good feeling answer, then that thought is productive and helpful. Perhaps there will be even more for you to see as we are moving forward.